John Ulzheimer is known as one of our nation's most recognized credit experts. Having worked for 28 years in the credit industry, John has become one of the most prolific speakers about credit and the go-to authority on answers to credit-related questions. Credit Countdown with John Ulzheimer.
Hey there, this is your friend John Ulzheimer. I am a consumer credit expert. I've got almost 30 years of experience in the credit industry. I've spent time at FICO, which is the company that designs and develops the FICO credit scoring system, and Equifax, which is one of the 3 generally recognized credit reporting agencies in the United States. All right, so today I'm going to answer the question that I get. I actually get this question more from reporters than I get from consumers. So for some reason, they write a lot about what I'm going to talk about today, which is balance transfer offers. And specifically the question is are balance transfer offers, or accepting them, is that a good idea? So let's talk about balance transfer offers. A balance transfer offer is generally made by a credit card issuer, whereby you can open up a new account with that particular issuer and transfer balances from other credit cards onto a newly opened card. And then the benefit, or why that is so attractive, you might be asking yourself, well, so what? Aren't you just moving money from one place to another? The answer is yes, but it can be attractive because balance transfer cards often are opened and have a 0 interest grace period for some period of time, and that period of time can actually be pretty lengthy, well over a year in some scenarios. And so the benefit of doing it can be taking balances from credit cards that are accruing interest, which is the average interest rate on a credit card is around 16 to 17%. So it's not a cheap date. And moving that balance over to a newly opened balance transfer card at 0% interest for some period of time is going to save you a ton of money if you work to pay off your balance. And I say if on purpose because, and of course the fine print is something that you're going to want to review on any newly opened card, especially a balance transfer card, because there are some scenarios where if you don't have the balances that you've transferred in paid off by a certain period of time, that they may charge you interest retroactive to the date that you opened the card. And so really, all you did was delay the inevitable of having to pay back a large balance. So I like them, but I like them if they're used for a specific purpose, and that purpose is to get out of debt. Now, balance transfer cards are not easy to get. They are generally for people who have good or better credit, meaning that you don't see a whole lot of subprime balance transfer cards, which is a polite way of saying you don't see any. And the reason you don't really see subprime balance transfer cards is because interest is the most common way that credit card issuers have to subsidize the risk of doing business with a particular group of high-risk consumers. So if they charge everybody more money, if you're high risk, then obviously it helps them to subsidize the risk because they're going to take larger percentage of defaults doing business with subprime borrowers. So a 0% card offer, you really want to make sure as the issuer that you're offering that to people who've got decent credit and are going to pay their bill back on time. Otherwise, you're going to take a loss and really not earn any revenue out of it. Another thing to keep in mind is you may have to pay a balance transfer fee. That fee, depending on how much you transfer in, could be hundreds of dollars. So I want you to balance out the math though before you freak out about the balance transfer fee. If you save $2,000 of interest and pay a $500 balance transfer fee, then you win the math. So make sure you have an understanding of what your balance transfer fee is going to be relative to the amount that you're going to save in the 0 interest period and hopefully pay the card off. So those are some of the benefits. A last benefit that is a really big deal for me is, because I'm a credit scoring guy, is you're reducing the number of accounts that you have with a balance. And so if you're taking balances off of multiple credit cards and just moving it to one credit card, then you're eliminating multiple accounts with balances. Credit scoring systems do not like to see too many accounts with balances, and so you still have the same amount of debt. Your utilization ratio is still going to be similar or the same, but you have fewer accounts with balances, and so it's possible that by doing nothing more than simply transferring your balances in, your credit score is going to go up because now you only have one credit card with a balance versus multiple credit cards with a balance. All of the big credit card issuers offer balance transfer cards, so they won't be hard for you to find. You can shop around, see which one gives you the largest credit limit so you can transfer the most amount of money to it. See which one gives you the lowest balance transfer fee. See which one gives you the longest zero interest grace period. And that's probably the one that you're going to want to choose. So if you have any other questions about balance transfer cards, drop them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to get to them. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk again soon.
For more videos and credit tips from John Ulzheimer, go to www.tradelinesupply.com.